wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got...
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Chicago Bears.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
At the 21-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He dumps it to Eckler underneath, and he'll get it up to... They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here is Eckler. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. He'll get this to Eckler. This is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Down at the 39-yard.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Newton throwing again. finds his target. It's Crowder. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Ball carrier.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Eckler. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 14. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
That's good.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try the air now with Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Newton. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40. He's at the 30. 10.
Bring it!
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, Newton. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
By the
first quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Looking to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth.
Incomplete. It's now fourth down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They run for it with Mixon. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And it's third down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions. And here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield. He was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Bears on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Newton. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
Their own 32-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. And he's into the clear. 30, 10, touchdown, LA. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. So much talk this week on the other side about slowing him down coming off that great performance, NFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But long touchdown run there, nobody was stopping him.
Yeah, good luck for that because that was an explosive run. You know, in the NFL, they describe that as any run over 10 yards. Some teams say 15. He went over 20-plus on that one.
Marr now to add the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw, Newton. On the screen, this is Eckler. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 48 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Running on first down, Eckler. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton escaping the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jadeveon Clowney drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate, and in doing so, sent this one off target.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Joe Mixon. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now Newton on first down. That's into the hands of Eckler. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him...
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Rams 23, Bears nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
So I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, what a juke into space. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On first down, it's Newton. Airing one out for Crowder. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Jamison Crowder. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? He completes this to Russell Gage. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts
It's a gain of
as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Greg Zerline set to kick off.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Fielded in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Once again, they run with Mixon. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's taken down inside the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll give it to Mixon. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Here's a run with Mixon, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Rams 30, Bears 7. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
The 26-yard line.
Now Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Third and 2, Newton. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. And he will have the Bears first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Flush to his right. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Again, Newton. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the 50, Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone...
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now at Soldier Field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mixon with it. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mixon with a first down carry. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Things looking pretty good on the scoreboard. They're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He lets it fly for Lockett. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 72 yards.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. From the gun, here's Newton. The quick slant caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jamison Crowder with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. A shotgun snap for Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
13. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Here's Richie James on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Return. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, his 2nd sack of the night. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Peterson. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bears take over.
3-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And now here is another interception. He's picked off near his own 48. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A loss of 2.
Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
The 2nd down pass. Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
At the 43-yard line.
Newton on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their.
So for Los Angeles.